Please give us a brief introduction.
Good morning, madam. Good morning, sir. My name is Ashish Misra. I have completed my graduation from Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology in the year of 2021, and now I am pursuing my career in Union Bank of India, working as an rural development officer since 2022. My hobbies include playing cricket. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, madam, you can start with the initial questions.
Okay, Ashish. Today we're mostly handling the situational questions. So suppose that you are appointed as a agricultural officer, where you find that you are asked by your senior to give a importance to a particular group of farmers in case of allocation of seeds and subsidy allocations. Uh, so, how will you maintain a proper methods that so that everybody will be benefited, not a particular group?
Firstly, if I am appointed as assistant agriculture officer, the first thing I would like to implement, I would like to visit the farmers and have to make some contact with them and make sure that I am there for them to help, not an outsider for them. Secondly, for what you have asked, madam, seeds, I can give examples, demonstrations, or if some farmers have implemented those seeds previously, how they are getting benefited from those, and what are the government enforced subsidies regarding that scheme, how they can be benefited. So the major positive parts I would like to describe them and through farm
No,
visits or workshops.
there are a lot of farmers. Suppose there are 100 farmers, but your senior has a soft corner towards a group of farmers. My question is that ଗୋଟେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସିନିୟର ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିଲେ ଯେ particularly ଏଇ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ହିଁ ଟିକେ ଭଲରେ ଦେଖ ଆଉ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯେମିତି ଦେଖୁଛ ଦେଖ ଏମାନଙ୍କୁ ଟିକେ ବେଶୀ ପ୍ରାୟୋରିଟି ଦିଅ, so that is not ethical. So ସେଇ ଟାଇପର କଣ୍ଡିସନରେ ଆପଣ କଣ କରିବେ?
Firstly, I would like to examine why our seniors have told specifically to that group of bunch of people. Secondly, I will try to evaluate their previous history, why if they have some problems or they have done some exceeding things, or if they have not taken up the schemes which are being implemented for them, and why they are lagging in such cases, and why we are stressing upon them. So I have to calculate that. And thirdly, I have some resources like under me, village agriculture worker will be there and the agriculture supervisor will be there, and they will be much more contact with them personally. So I can capture the data from them and submit to the and make a committee and submit it to the my seniors that these are the things they are not following or they are not regulating. Yeah, and that's why we. I think seniors must be, madam, seniors must
Now
be
then,
focusing on them.
okay.
And
Now
madam, just saying that
Okay. Now you have known that as Odisha is a very cyclone prone area. So a lot of people are getting discouraged while going for farming because it's unpredictable many times. So how can we encourage them that the governments are going to give a proper compensations and be helpful to them in such natural disaster scenario?
actually natural disasters like cyclones and floods, which are not in our hands. So secondly, what I would like to implement is we will firstly we will guide the farmer towards the crop diversification. Just like in upland condition, they grow millet instead of paddy. It is short duration crop, requires less water, climate resistant, and government is stressing free on no vision, more focused towards the for millet production. Thirdly, I can tell them if they have standard, if a crop is lost, we can enroll them in Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana also, which is a central government sponsored scheme. And for Odisha farmers, they can easily enroll in 1 rupees. So they will get the compensation loss from that scheme. So in that way, I have to give some positive schemes and motivate them to go for climate resistant cropping and make sure them they go for the crop diversification.
Now, suppose in your area where you are being appointed, the vegetable farmers, okay, they are facing a lot of problems due to the price fluctuations being happening in the market. So they know they are sometimes rebellious. They are sometimes they are against the government, protesting in the field. So if such a scenario comes to your office that you are and the farmers have come to your office to protest regarding the price fluctuations that is happening, so how can you handle such situation?
Firstly, I would like to see the. Firstly, I would like to visit the farmers and infer and have contact with them how they are growing and which crop they are growing in which season. Secondly, the vegetables are very perishable in nature, as we know. So, what are the structures and other implements they are using? Whether they are aware about the cold storage or whether they were aware about the other government schemes, or if not, how they are selling their products. If they are selling their product to the middleman, then it will get hampered. And how they are harvesting their crops, so whether it is before the season or after maturity, because vegetable crops have different stages, not other before harvesting, after maturity. So, what is the benefit for to that climate and that situation? Accordingly, that what they are following, I can guide them towards them.
Okay, my last question regarding this is that nowadays we are finding that a lot of young generations, they are now again adapting farming as one of the professions, living very MNC's job. They are growing their own seeds or mushroom farming or something or the other, but then in some way or the other they are associates with the agricultural domain right now. So, how do you take this particular call from of today's time? Means, is it a good step towards India's development towards the agricultural field? And what are the steps you who suggest will enhance, increase the number of youngsters being included in this particular profession?
Yes, firstly, madam, I would like to congratulate and welcome them to the field of agriculture. Secondly, because as we are an agricultural based country and Odisha is the agricultural state, mostly 50 to 60% rural people are engaged in agriculture, which is also contribute to the 20% to 25% GDP of our own state. So, if someone opting agriculture, I will heartily welcome them. Thirdly, for them to motivate, I will guide them towards different government just modern agriculture precision agriculture is there, high tech farming is there, and mushroom cultivations are there. So for them, I can arrange some meeting with the agricultural scientists or who have previously succeeded in that field, so that they can be get motivated and they get the actual data what is required for a specific crop or a specific cultivation practices are they are following and how they can get much more benefits and revenue from that. Fourthly, what government schemes and input subsidies are there to encourage the farmer to the agri entrepreneurship, just like in Odisha, Mukhyamantri Krishi Udyog Yojana is there. EPICAL is promoting this in 2028. So they are giving 40% subsidy up to 50 lakhs for general category for agri startups. So different government scheme, I will give example and guide them for their better future and benefit of. It will also benefit our agricultural production and productivity indirectly.
Okay, sir, over to you.
Okay. So I will be concentrating mainly on agricultural aspects. So can you tell me what do you some examples you can give in because it was in news in the last few days about the forest fires in Odisha and how your artificial intelligence, especially drones and all, have been used to, uh, you know, stop or to control forest fires. If you know, you can tell me the exact locations also where this has been used.
Yes, sir. Firstly, I would like to use that drones are unmanned aerial vehicles that are part of high-tech or modern agriculture now being used. Secondly, in artificial intelligence or drone, we can assess the conditions without having physical touch with that particular situation and predict that is what is going to happen. And thirdly, we can get the accurate losses and we can examine from that without using so many of manpower and labor time will be our manpower and labor cost will be saved from the using those techniques.
Okay. Who is generally said to be the father of organic farming?
Sir, father of organic farming is generally called as Sir Albert Howard.
Why? Why he is called so? What was his contribution?
Sir, actually that
Okay.
exact
Tell me at least
um,
three cardinal principles of organic farming.
Sir, organic farming basically moves on four principles. First principle of care, principle, second principle of health, third is principle of fairness, and fourth is principle of ec- uh, health, ecosystem fairness.
Okay. What is the status of organic farming in Odisha? And according to you, why it has been successful or not successful? And what steps, suppose you are asked to promote organic farming in a particular area of your posting. So, what are the steps that you will take to promote organic farming there?
Sir, firstly, organic farming is a farming method that is used without using synthetic chemicals, fertilizers, by maintaining the soil health and ecological friendly manners. So it is a long-term effect. Secondly, organic farming is now developing. It is not fully developed. It is now developing. Farmers are adapting to it because it is a new concept for them. Thirdly, if I have been asked to promote organic farming in my block or in my district, I will like to suggest that benefits of what organic farming. It is good for soil health. It is increases the production productivity after it is after very long years, but it has no side effect on the environments and the product goods are free from synthetics and chemicals, so they can be used regularly. Organic for that. Fourthly, I would like to give them the government inputs, government schemes that are regulated national natural farming in 2024. The government has initiated so for to promote the organic and natural farming. Previously, Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana also government regulated in 2015 to promote the organic farming and bring 50,000 farmers in a cluster to develop the organic motivate. So government is also sensitive towards the environment and soil health. So they are promoting various schools. So I can give the examples of these to motivate them towards the organic agriculture.
Okay. Have you heard about the Vistar scheme?
Yes, sir, I have heard about the business scheme, but not so much aware about that scheme.
Okay. So, what are the loopholes that you find in the crop insurance scheme which the government is now offering to our farmers? And what better steps can be taken to make it more effective?
Yes, sir. Actually, firstly, the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana started in that year of 2016. Secondly, at that time, only 4 to 5 states have implemented those schemes. Other states are not implemented those schemes. But later on, they have now understood the various benefits of that scheme because as India is a natural prone or Odisha is a natural hazardous area, cyclone floods can affect at any time. So if the loopholes are there, its mainly aim is to the government must sensitize the people. Firstly, we must as a government person or government employee, we have to get the if government has promoted some scheme means it has some benefits. So firstly, we have to make ourselves comfortable with that scheme. Then only we will replicate that scheme to the our farmers. So loopholes may be there, but it is a benefit for the farmers in general.
Okay. So government, especially government of Odisha, is trying a lot to popularize the millet mission. But independent analysts and analysis of the output show that it has not been that popular. Can you tell me what are the reasons why millets and millet mission in particular has not been that popular, and what steps can be taken to make the millet mission popular?
Actually, the millet missions we are now, which are now, which is now modified and they started in the year of 2023. Secondly, Odisha is a rice belt area. Paddy crops are grown in each and every corner of the state. So, thirdly, the farmers are traditional, small and fragmented land holding, and they were not much more of aware of this millet. I will suggest that in fourthly, I would like to suggest if the upland is there, they can easily go for millets because they require less water, they are climate sensitive, and they are rich in food nutrition, calcium, fiber are more in millets. So we need to sensitize the farmer about these benefits of the millet missions. Fifthly, so many millet camps are going on. Millet Shakti they are mission Shakti is promoting. So we can give advertisements and show some workshops or simple or make them visit to the other places where millet has been successfully grown and their success story we can share with them part of the millet mission.
Okay. So my next question will be on soil. So tell me techniques in which suppose there is a soil which is not fit for agriculture. Okay, what steps can be taken at least to make it usable for agriculture?
Firstly, if the soil is not usable for agriculture, we need to first step is we need to examine why that soil is not useful for agriculture. Secondly, we have to use the soil health card. What is the condition and the structure of that soil? Thirdly, we have to see whether it is a wasteland or it is some other embedded structure previously built on that. Fourthly, if the soil is not suitable for that, we can go for in Westland, we can go for casual cultivation. We can go for watershed management because it is an integrated farming system in Westland also. If the land is not applicable, soil is not applicable, Westland we can do watershed management so that another income revenue will be increased from that soil.
Okay, so um, my last question will be related to agriculture extension. So can you tell me what are the principles? There are so many principles, three or four principles of agriculture extension.
First principle is the principle of learning by doing. How is it?
Yes, that is correct. Learning by doing. Then, how are you going to select the leaders? There is a principle which tells you about that selection of leaders. You have to give the preference to the local leaders. Okay, then
Sir,
only your
actually, sir, କରେଣ୍ଟ କଟି ଯାଇଥିଲା ତ ଭଏସ ଟା ନେଟ୍ ଟା କଟି ଯାଇଥିଲା।
sorry, कौन कहले?
କରେଣ୍ଟ ଟା କଟି ଯାଇଥିଲା ତ ନେଟ୍ ଟା କଟି ଯାଇଥିଲା ମୁଁ ଶୁଣି ପାରିଲିନି ଆପଣ କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି।
My question was agriculture extension. You tell me three or four important principles of agriculture extension.
The first law, principle of learning by doing, principle of method demonstration, principle of result demonstration.
Okay. Any examples that you can give of success of agriculture extension in Odisha?
Sir, ଏବେ currently ଏତେ ଇଏ idea ହେଇପାରୁନି extension
Okay, no problem. Have you heard about ORMAS?
Yes, sir. I have heard about ORMAS.
What is ORMAS and what does it do primarily?
Sir, ORMAS
ଟିକେ ଦେଖିଦେବେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ
ତ ସେଟା
agriculture
ORMAS ଟା ସେ ଯୋଉ ଆମ ମିଶନ ଶକ୍ତି ଉପରେ ଯୋଉ କାମ କରିଥିଲା।
not only mission shakti, other products also. ଯୋଉଟା agricultural marketing ଯୋଉଟା ଯୋଉ products ଗୁଡା ବନା ହଉଛି agricultural products ଗୁଡା ଏମାନେ ତାକୁ effectively marketing କରୁଛନ୍ତି so that it is sold. ମାନେ farmer ଆପଣ ଧରନ୍ତୁ କନ୍ଧମାଳ ହଳଦୀ so ସେଇଟା ତ ବନେଇଦେଲା farmer ତାକୁ once he has done it ତାପରେ ତାର processing packaging ଏସବୁ କରିକି ଫାଇନାଲ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିବା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଯୋଉଠି ଲୋକଟା କିଣିକି ପଇସାଟା ଦବ ଆଉ ସେମାନେ ବେନିଫିଟେଡ ହେବେ farmers ସେଇ କାମଟା ସେମାନେ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଓକେ so that is the work of ORMAS okay ଏଇଟା ବି ଦେଖିଦେବେ ସେଟା ଏଇଟା ତ major organization okay now last question would be regarding APMC okay Agriculture Produce Marketing Committee. Do you think that the Mandi system, which is there all over India, Odisha also it is there. So, what are the changes or reforms which are needed in the APMC and the Mandis so that it will become more pro-farmer and farmer friendly?
Sir, firstly, the APMC mandis are available at the district headquarters only. Secondly, if a farmer lives far away from the district to get his produce to sell at the district headquarters, it requires much more time, and he has some expenses to uh, out of pocket. He need to pay some expenses to reach to that place and sell that farmer to sell that product. Thirdly, in APMC mandis, it is taking 2 to 3 days. If a farmer arrives, he is taking 2 to 3 days. So to eradicate that, I would like to implement a timely arrangement and management of these mandis so that farmer can get maximum benefit from that. Fourthly, e-NAM is there. Electrical National Agricultural Market is also there, through which APMC mandis can be we can integrate with that portal so that farmers will get exact benefit and their association they can easily get and ମାନେ ସେମାନେ ଜାଣିପାରିବେ ଇଜିଲି ଜାଣିପାରିବେ ଆଉ ତାକୁ ବିକ୍ରି କରିପାରିବେ ଆଉ ଯଦି ଇଚ୍ ବ୍ଲକରେ ବି କିଛି ମଣ୍ଡି ହଉଛି ତାହେଲେ ଭଲ ହୁଅନ୍ତା କାହିଁକି ନା ଗୋଟେ ସମସ୍ତେ ସବୁ ଫାର୍ମର ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ହେଡକ୍ୱାର୍ଟର ରହିବାଟା ପସିବୁଲ ନୁହଁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା ଜାଗାରୁ ଆସିବା ଟାଇମ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ ହବ ସମୟ ଲାଗିବ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ ସେତେ ଦିନ ଯଦି ରହିପାରିବ କି ପେରିସେବୁଲ ଗୁଡ ହେଇଥିବ ସେଗୁଡାକ ଏତେ ଦିନ ସଷ୍ଟେନ କରିପାରିବନି ଯିବା ଆସିବା ଟ୍ରାଫିକରେ ସୋ ଏଗୁଡାକ ଟିକେ ଟାଇମଲି ପ୍ରପରଲି ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ ହବ ତାହେଲେ ମଣ୍ଡି ଗୁଡାକ ଇଫେକ୍ଟିଭଲି ୟୁଜ ହେଇପାରିବ।
Okay, fine. So, that will be the end of the interview. Now, let us start with the analysis. Madam, first your analysis.
Yeah, Ashish, last interviews, whatever we have suggested, you have done the work on that, especially on the enumeration part, on the head movement, on the questions to be precise and crisp, all those things to the point answers. So those were good. One thing that from today's interview, I can suggest you that in the last question, like you did, sir was asking in English, you are answering in English, and you skipped to Odia. So take a permission before that. That can I speak, explain this in Odia? Because sometimes we need, we are better in Odia when we explain our answers. So prior to that, if you take a permission, it won't be a issue. So that will be much better. It will have a, it will showcase that you are more important is to deliver the answer rather than speaking, because it will, at the end of the day, we need marks for that. Okay. So that is the only thing that I can suggest you that you can do. Even if whenever you hear a question, whatever sir told, that whenever we start when the question is in English, we need to answer in English. It is in Odia, we need to answer in Odia. But if a question is in English and we are comfortable with the answers in Odia, then we can take a prior permission and we can answer. That is permitted also. Okay. So that is the thing. And out of 25, today I am going to give you a 19. Okay. And you have 2 more interviews. So let's see. We will also see that that particular improvement we are hoping to see. Okay. Thank you.
मैडम से जो वेजिटेबल क्वेश्चन रे आउ कोन करी हो मैडम वेजिटेबल जाको पेरिसेबल बहुत से मानकर
Perishable.
आउ कोन को
ଆଉ ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ହେଲା ତ ଭେଜିଟେବଲ ଟା ପେରିସିବଲ, ତ ଫ୍ଲକ୍ଚୁଏସନ୍ସ ହେଲେ ଗୋଟେ ସେଇଟା। ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହେଲା ଯେ ଆପଣ କହିପାରିବେ ଯେ ଜେନେରାଲି ଏବେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ଏବେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମାର୍କେଟ ସିନାରିଓରେ ସେଟା ବି ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆସିପାରେ ଯେ ଏବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଜୋମାଟୋ ଏ ଯୋଉ ମାନେ ଆମର ବିଗ ବାସ୍କେଟ ହରିକାରେ ବହୁତ ଫ୍ରୁଟ୍ସ ଭେଜିଟେବଲ୍ସ ବିକ୍ରି ହଉଛି, ତ ସେଇଟା ବି ମାର୍କେଟ ଫ୍ଲକ୍ଚୁଏସନ କୁ ଟିକେ କନସିଡରେଟଲି କମ ନଉଛନ୍ତି ତାଠୁ ହେଲା। ବଟ୍ ଭେଜିଟେବଲ୍ସ ଗୁଡା ନଷ୍ଟ ହବା ଜାଗାରେ ତ ବିକ୍ରି ହେଇଯାଉଛି ନା, ଦ୍ୟାଟ ଇଜ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ। ମାନେ ଲୋକଟା ଜିରୋ ପ୍ରାଇସ୍ ପାଇବା ଅପେକ୍ଷା କିଛି ପାଉଛି, ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ ସେଇଟା କହିପାରିବା। ତାପରେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ହେଲା ଯେ ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କହିପାରିବା ଯେ ଯୋଉ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଭେଜିଟେବଲ୍ସ ନଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଯାଉଛି, ଆମେ ତା ସିଡ୍ସ କନଜରଭେସନ ମେଥଡୋଲୋଜି ୟୁଜ କରିପାରିବା। କେତେଟା ଭେଜିଟେବଲ ଯେମିତି କି ଆମର ଆମେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟରେ ବି ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ରଖିବା କଥା ଯେ ମାନେ ଯଦି ସପୋଜ ଆଳୁଟା ହେଲା, ତାକୁ ଆମେ ଚିପ୍ସ କନଭର୍ଟ କରିପାରିବା। ଆମେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସାର୍ so processed food format रे frozen storage format रे रखी परिवा। जदि हमें ह्यूज गोदाम रे गोटे पर्टिकुलर जोन को पूरा फ्रोजन करके रखी थिबा, तो जदि गोटे हेला फ्लक्चु एम्ति कंडीशन आसिला, आमे से जो वेजिटेबल्स गुडा कंचा अछि 7-8 दिन रहिबो चली जिवो, किंतु जोडा को पूरा पेरी आसीबा हेला नष्ट होबा पर हमें ताको फ्रोज करके रखी परिया। तापरे ताको प्रायोरिटी रे बिकिवा को कहिबा फार्मर्स मानको, तो कोऑर्डिनेशन टा रहया दरकार। Okay. Sir, over to you.
Yes. So I have given you 17 out of 25. ठीक अछि, आपण your पूरा prepared अछंती। Points रे भी कहउछंती, सेटा important। पूरा most of the points ठीक अछि। मोर अवश्य जो क्वेश्चंस में पचारली थियोरेटिकल एग्रीकल्चर ऊपर से पूरा एते एग्जाम रे पचारियार चांसेस बहुत कम। जोटा कि एप्लीकेशन एंड आल्सो सक्सेस स्टोरीज सेटा केतेटा देखि दे जायथिबे निज जिल्ला रो।
हां सेटा टिके सर जो क्वेश्चन आइथिले जो सक्सेस स्टोरी प्रोग्रेसिव फार्मर निज डिस्ट्रिक्ट रो किछि केमि जानि हो सर सेटा
केमिति जानि परिबे सक्सेस स्टोरीज आपनको मिली जिवो। आपण सर्च कर देले आसी जिवो से सक्सेस स्टोरीज पर्टिकुलर डिस्ट्रिक्ट रो। आउ किछिटा जगह रे जोटा कि नेशनली जेमति कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर के जन को ना नै थिबे केते फार्मर्स करो, तो सेगुडा भी ये करि परिबे। ओवरऑल ओडिसा रे जति सेमति अछंती 4-5 एग्जांपल, तो एगुडा ऑलरेडी सब ये डोमेन रे अछि। आपणकर फॉर एग्जांपल सक्सेस स्टोरीज फ्रॉम ओडिसा गोटे आर्टिकल गूगल सर्च रे फर्स्ट पेज रे आस जाउती, जोटा कि कुरुक्षेत्र मैगजीन रो सेटा गोटे थिला, सेटा सब स्टेट रो कवर करतला, ओडिसा रो भी से कवर करिछि। ओडिसा रो जे फार्मर्स अछंती एटा हला 2025 मोर मने पड़नी एडिशन टा जुलाई की अगस्त एमती कोन थिला बोले। तो सेतरे भी आपण पाइजे, से बहुत भलो रे देथिला, पूरा ऑल ओवर स्टेट देथिला सब एरियास रो। तो सेमति नहले नॉर्मली भी आपण पाइजिबे सेटा। तो सी कोन पर्टिकुलर फॉर एग्जांपल हाइड्रोपोनिक्स नै की एटी खोरदारे गोटे एग्जांपल अछि। तो से माने आई थिंक स्ट्रॉबेरीज ना कोन एमती सब से सब ये करके एक्सपोर्ट करूछन ताको आ बहुत बहुत अधिक प्रॉफिट ताको रहउछ छोटो जगह हाँ छोटो
ସେଇ
जगह हाँ
ତ ସେଇ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପରେ ପଚାରିଥିଲି ଯେ ହାଇଡ୍ରୋପୋନିକ୍ସ ଉପରେ ଯଦି ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଉପରେ ପଚାରି ତା ଉପରେ କଣ କହିବ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା?
हाँ हाइड्रोपोनिक्स एठी टिके बेसी दरकार अर्बनाइज डिस्ट्रिक्ट
ହଁ
बड़ बड़ लैंड आपको मिलबनी एठी एग्रीकल्चर पई तेणु
ହଁ
आउ सेति पई सेटा गोटे जिंस होला हाइड्रोपोनिक्स काम करबे तापरे जो पर कैपिटा फार्मर्स इनकम सेटा रिलेटिवली टिके अधिका एठी जेतो अर्बन ये अछि तो सेटा गोटे जिंस एक्सेस टू क्रेडिट करिका सहज अछि एठी तापर सबुठु बड़ जिंस होला लॉजिस्टिक्स हब तेणु आपण अच्छा आपण यदि पूरा बहुत दूर रे गोटे करदेले भी स्ट्रॉबेरी ताको पुनी पठेबे केमती से जाय हाँ तो कम्युनिकेशन बहुत सुविधा एटी तो सेटा से लोकर नाटा मोर मन पड़नी आपण गूगल कर दियो तो मिल जिबा
ଆଜ୍ଞା
तो माने से गोटे बड़ सक्सेस स्टोरी से भी आउ गोटे मोर मन पड़नी ए जो एबे हेतिला जनवरी रे जो हमरो फेस्टिवल टा हेतिला एग्रीकल्चर फेस्टिवल टा ओडिसा रे
କୃଷି
हाँ हाँ सही थरे दे हैड गिवन से माने बहुत जन को एक्नॉलेज करथिले माने प्राइज वाइज देथिले से लिस्ट टा अच्छी गवर्नमेंट रो वेबसाइट रे जस्ट ताकू भी देखि देबे कि एई काम पई आकू कि एई सेतर तो बहुत गुडे सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स को भी दिया हेतिला तेणु सेतरे आपण पाई जिबे गुडे जिंस सेटा पूरा रिसेंट भी जनवरी रो तेणु सेटा भी हेल्प कर दबो
ସେ ଯୋଉ କୃଷକ ଓଡିଶା 2026 ଜାନୁଆରୀ ହେଇଥିଲା ସେଟା ତ
हाँ हाँ सेटा सेटारे जो मानकू प्राइज गरिका दिया हेतिला तांकर कंट्रीब्यूशन पई किबा आउटस्टैंडिंग परफॉर्मेंस पई सक्सेस स्टोरी हिसाब रे सेही गुडा नै गला सबटु बेस्ट केना सेटा गवर्नमेंट निजे एक्नॉलेज कर ओके तो बाकी सब ठीक ही अछि किछ मते किछ इश्यूज लागुनी आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग ए गुड रैंक फ्रॉम यू
ଠିକ ଅଛି
थैंक यू
ସାର୍ ନେକ୍ସଟ